Hello, everyone. This is Eric from Etiquette. I'm a couple of seconds late. I was struggling to get the light fixed, and then finally, a miracle happened, and here it is. If you're new here, put your name in the comments down below. Where are you from? My name is Eric, and every Sunday at this time, we have a live stream. It's a bit chaotic today behind the scenes, but I'm so happy to be here with you. Every week we talk about teaching and learning English, I guess, or yeah, but mostly teaching. And so, if you've got any questions, if you've got any comments, put it down here in the comments. So this is my first solo stream back in, I guess, 6 or 7 weeks. It's been non-stop. I've traveled. We've had the live streaming festival, and I've had some guests on. But this is back to basics again. Just me here trying to talk for a little bit with you guys. So if you're there, just let me know. Oh, I'm a bit hot right now. Give me a second. Think this is the wrong shirt to wear. Yeah, guys, let's see who's there, and then I'll tell you about my day. How does that sound? Akla, uh, eagerly waiting. Hi, good to see you. BM. Hey, Eric, can you tell us briefly about your daily program, especially your intermittent secret calls you do at midnight every day? I've got intermittent secret calls at midnight. Well, well, I must be doing it in my sleep because recently I've been going to bed so early because I've been working out during the week. I started at the gym. So I go to bed very early and then I wake up. I think a couple of days ago, I woke up at 4 a.m., 6 a.m. And yeah, so that's been going on for a while. So no, no secret calls. Eddie, good to see you again. Waiting with bated breath. Oh, what a beautiful expression, bated breath from the Kingdom of Morocco. Thank you so much. It's so welcoming to have you again, Mohammed. I'm just going to take a sip, and I'll tell you guys now. Lolly, Allah Ololi, hi from Libya. Yetu, hello, hello. Ikin, hello. Munagiwa, it's the right shirt. Oh, well, this is actually like a sleeping shirt. So if I go to bed, and I was wearing it with the sweater, and so it was nice. My dad's here too. Hi, nice stormy weather from in the Cape. Muhammad, hello. Good to see you. Samira. Marta, thank you so much for joining last week. You were amazing. And I think, I learned so much from you. I think you taught us so much incredible details and things to think about. So it's so important to talk with other teachers, especially specialists who work with different types of students, so that we can learn from them. It looks like I'm ready for bed. I do feel so. Munangiwa, hi. Hi, Eric. I need some guidance with teaching drama. I'm a new drama teacher in China. Thanks. Wow, I was kind of expecting it to be teacher drama, something with your colleagues or with students or with parents. Oh, I still have to make a video about parents, dealing with parents and dealing with colleagues. But drama teaching, I'm not a good actor, but I did do some drama at school. So let's think about it. I'm not a drama teacher. I've never taught it. I don't mean to even try to teach something like that. But I think so. With drama, I think it's important to establish some projects with students, especially longer term projects where perhaps you can work on a play, perhaps they can work on something individually or in groups where they've got to do a play in a couple of weeks. So you give them some time to work and practice together so that they can put it together. And the other thing about drama is that they should also practice acting. So you're going to try a lot of what are those classes from The Office? Michael always does it. It's the improv classes. So I think you want to practice. This light isn't working well. So I feel like it's important to do lots of improv with them and to get them comfortable with acting out. And then, if you can create these projects or plays with your students, then maybe you can also, do projects where they can, do a play, or you can record it, or, if they want to do it in front of other classes, or even in front of their parents. That might be a great idea. I think the more that we can include our students' parents in the learning process, especially with something like drama, the students will feel like it's valuable because they can show their parents what they're learning and what they're doing. So yeah, make it fun, make it relatable, and work on projects and get them to practice acting out. For some students, it comes more naturally than others. So yeah, just be mindful of that. So with shyer students, you want to be more patient and kind of build them up with easy activities and fun activities. I am not I've never taught drama, but I guess some type of improv. If you search for improv in Google, you'll find something good. Yassine, another one from Morocco. Hi. Magdalena, good morning to everyone. Nice to see you again from Mexico. Hi. I was watching UFC today, and they've got a new Mexican champion. What's her name? Gross. I don't remember her name, but she just won the championship. From Sri Lanka, Bolpini, Hafedat. I'm a non-English speaker. I try hard to understand you. Hafedat, I have to apologize because usually in my classes and in my videos, I try to speak slower and clearer. But when I do this live stream, I just get excited to see everyone. So I just babble very quickly. So don't feel don't feel embarrassed if you don't understand everything that I say, because it is just me having a conversation. Mohammed, Egypt is here representing. Chatia Zandri from Madagascar. Hi, Elena, Siberia. Hawan from Kurdistan. Saida from Azerbaijan. Marta. Good morning to America. Good afternoon to Europe and Africa. And finally, good evening to Asia and Oceania. Thank you for another live. Marta, I think that is one of the best possible greetings I've ever seen. I'm going to make a screenshot of that. Let's make a screenshot. Nice. I'm going to remember that. I'm going to put it somewhere. Maybe I should put it on the community wall just to show everyone. I think that'll be fun. We've still got more people coming in. Hi, Hafedat from Egypt. Jackie, how are you doing? It's so lovely to see you. The family doing well. Sun India. Hello, Sandro from Madagascar. Give me some vocab about house, please. Do I have some vocabulary about house? Let's see. Because I was making some videos. I think I did vocabulary about about the kitchen, if that helps. I did it on the second channel. So for those of you who don't know, I've got this main channel, and then one of my New Year's resolutions was to make a second channel for English learners, because I had a lot of other videos that I shot in the past. And so one of the series that I'm busy with on that channel is a series on vocabulary. So it's just me talking about 20 vocabulary words for kitchen, for grammar, for at the airport. So it's really fun. And actually, I did something interesting yesterday. So yesterday, instead of enjoying my Saturday, I had a friend come over, and we filmed some videos where she we made 5 videos. So I've got to edit them for the other channel, and I think it's going to be fun because it's just not it's a female friend of mine, so she can I think people can learn from her too, instead of just listening to me. I think it's very important. Cynthia, I love to join with us from Indonesia. Apa kabar? Good to see you. Majub, hello from Morocco. My regards to all teachers. Oh, another fantastic one. By the way, could you please share some techniques in teaching writing in no time? Okay. Actually, I can give some tips, but it's not going to be perfect. So what I like to do is, when I get a question that I have a video for, I like to share the video. And I made a video about teaching writing. So let's see, where is it? Writing. 10 writing activities. So it's 10 writing activities, and I think I also give some tips in there. So I'm going to share this with you. I'll put it, and you can just watch this when you have time. It'll give you some activities and things that you can do. By the way, everyone, Chencho, greetings from Chilpancingo, Guerrero, Mexico. Oh, Marta says, thank you for your kind words. I had a lot of positive feedback, and that gives me a lot of courage for what I do. So I'll keep improving, and hopefully we can have another meeting in the future. I would love to see you again, Marta. I think we should plan something definitely, like you said, about positive, what is it? Positive psychology, positive something. Let me tell you guys, before I continue, let me quickly tell you about the major mistake I made. So last week I was very busy. I had my first class of the semester, and I've got so much to do because I've got to plan all my classes. I've also been going to the gym, although you can't see it in here. Been going to the gym, exercising in the mornings, planning classes. So I'm behind on videos on the main channel. So I've got to write scripts, I've got to shoot the videos, and I've got to edit. So I was busy editing nonstop. So I've got a video. I did the video for last week and this week. And then I was working on scripts for future videos. And then today, I was supposed to just stay at home, watch my UFC, and then go work for 8 to 10 hours. But you know what I did instead? I have a friend living near me, but he has never been to Busan, which is like a beautiful coastal city. And I thought, there's a bar I know that shows the game. So I said, listen, let me go and show you the city. I know it quite well. So we bought some tickets, and 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. we got in the train, 2 hours to the city, walked around, watched the fights, and then showed him some other areas. And I just got home maybe 30 minutes ago. So instead of doing the right thing of preparing for my classes, the curriculum, the syllabus, editing videos, writing scripts, and what was the other, a billion other things I had to do. I went on a trip to a coastal city. I watched some sports, ate good food, and then came back home. And you know, I I enjoyed it. But there's this tremendous amount of, and not guilt, because I know I work hard and I deserve some time off. So it's not guilt, but it's that feeling that I know that this was an important time for me to be working, because it would make my week a lot easier. Now, instead of having an easy week, I'm giving future Eric a really tough assignment next week. I'm like, yeah, that's future Eric's problem, and I'm a bit nervous for future Eric because I didn't work hard today. So just to share with you guys. So I got here, struggled to get the computer on, ate a sandwich, ate 2 sandwiches, don't lie, Eric, and an apple for dinner. And now we're doing live stream. So yeah, that's my day in a nutshell. Yassine, hello. Do you have any theater for students? No, I haven't. I haven't really done, besides role playing and doing some fun activities with the students, I haven't really done anything like that. I have shared a lot of actually, one of the videos I did is all about role play. Now, this is a very old video I made, but with all my videos, I put a lot of care into, where is it? No, that's not it. Group role play for, no, that's not it. Role play for, I remember this is a very old video I made. Yes, found it. 25 ESL role playing games. Okay. I don't remember what I said in this, but I've got a feeling it's got some ideas. So, guys, if you're teaching theater or drama, I'm not an expert, but this is a video I made about role playing. See if it's any good. Yeah, no, it's kind of cool. It gives some ideas for things that you can do. So, what was the other thing? Oh yeah, so I'm very busy creating content right now, but one of the things, I've made so many videos about activities. I think I've covered every single type of activity you can do while teaching, especially teaching English. There are some I've missed, but I found a really good one. It's all about teaching memory activities. So I've been doing research on how to help our students improve their active memory, or what is it called? Active memory? I think it's active memory. Improve their active memory, and like fantastic fun games and activities that you can play with your students to help them practice their recall and improve their working memory, not active memory, working memory. So because it's so important, because you've got long-term memory and then you've got your short-term memory. And the problem is that a lot of students these days are struggling with their working memory. It's going to affect everything at school and their concentration and being able to recall information quickly. So by playing these games, it's a good way to improve it. And I'm busy, so I thought it'll be a quick video to make, but I feel like it needs some more time. So I'm going to give it a week to write that script, because as soon as I'm finished with that, I'm also busy with a compilation video. This compilation video is going to be 300 classroom activities. It's going to be more than 4 hours long. And I think I'll release it in 2 weeks. I'm very excited for that one. I think that's going to be good. By the way, guys, if you've got any questions, put it in the comments below. Multimodal pedagogies. Nice. I need to do some things on pedagogies too. I think that's important. I started teaching since 3 weeks. I can. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's very important. When you start teaching, you've got to be tough on the students. You've got to set those boundaries and create those procedures, create rules in the classroom, and make sure that they understand it. And yeah, focus on the group. And then with the individuals, you're going to want to have one-on-one conversations with them after class. So instead of trying to solve every problem in class, sorry guys, my hair is getting too much. Instead of trying to solve every problem while you're busy in class, try and take notes with the students that act out. So if a student acts out and you're like, sorry, Johnny, I don't want you to do it that way. That's against the rules and procedures we set. And they continue, and it's like the class as well. Make some notes, just write it down, look at them and be like, okay. And then after, at the end of class, you say, okay, well, can I quickly talk to this student, or get them to come back to you where you can talk to them one-on-one? Because if you have a problem with the whole class, that's going to happen. But first, usually, initially there will be individuals that act out, and the rest of the class will get their signs from from those people, or the main troublemakers. So start trying to have your general rules, and then also work individually with these students that might be more difficult to handle. But very important, set boundaries, and just know the more you try, and the more you do this, the better you will become. So it will be tough at the start, especially if you're in a difficult situation at a tough school. Bonnie Esther, good morning from Massachusetts, USA. Nice to see teachers from all over the world. So nice to see you, Bonnie Esther. BM, why don't you retire and find... Oh, I thought you said it to me, BM. No, we've got so many teachers retiring. No, I think we should grow and get better. That's very important. And hello, Eric. Hello, everyone. I'm an ESL teacher from the Philippines. Hi, where in the Philippines? From Manila or from Cebu? Mansoor from Oman. I've got a friend who used to teach in Oman, and he just loved it there, because till today, he always tells us stories about his time in Oman. When I was in Oman, this British friend of mine, so it must be lovely there. Hi, Gabby from Indonesia. Good evening. Douglas, my older brother's name's Douglas, but he's not from Brazil like you are. Hi from Algeria. I need to speak to a Trump accent. Trump, I can't. You guys don't know this. Well, maybe you know this, but I am horrible at accents. I struggle to even control my own, because in South Africa we've got something like a British accent. But ever since I came, but even then I had a really nice accent. I was very proud of it. And then I came to Korea, where I worked with my students, and they prefer a more American accent, and my accent just kind of mixed, and now I'm stuck with whatever this is, and I apologize, but I could never do accents. I think if I could put my mind to it, and I try to focus on maybe one accent and try to do it, I'm sure I could, but no, I'm so bad. I don't even want to attempted. Salamat malam. Hi, Indonesian greeting. Good evening, all. How long to Trump accent? It depends how good you are. Someone like me could take forever and still not get there. I'm very bad at impressions and accents. Lau and Raz. Hi from Iraq. A Trumpan accent. Okay, I'm Elazir from Congo. Hi, Kinshasa. Nice. It's the capital, yeah? Nairobi, Kenya. From KSA. Omana, yeah, it's the same one, Mansoor. No, no, never. BM, don't talk to Robin. He's my friend. Mary from Canada. Hi, Mary. Good to have you. Sort of theatre for students, not that I know. I hear you on your story. I almost didn't pop in today because of a similar reason. We are human. Yeah. It's true. It's true. But sometimes you do something, but it's wrong. And you're like, somebody in this place where I live on my own is supposed to be responsible. No one, not even me. And then I just go out and I did it. Yeah, I'm going to suffer this week for it, but hopefully we get stuff done. Mario, hola, good to see you. Inkar, I'm doing well, thank you. Except my classes are starting next week, and I thought I was ready for them, but after looking at the books we have to work with, I kind of decided last minute that instead of using just those books, I need to create more additional material because we get assigned books to do with our students. And then I look at the books and I think, oh, it's the wrong level. It doesn't have really good resources in there or activities. So I've got to create more additional work. And I looked at these books and I was like, oh man, I'm going to have to do everything. And this is one of the biggest things that I regret is that over my 16, 17, I don't know, a couple of years of teaching experience, I should have held on more to a lot of the material and lessons I've already planned in the past. But it feels like I'm always, recreating things. I'm using experience and I'm using some of the material I have, but every time it feels like something new. And I regret that. I wish from the very start I would put in the hours and just add to it and then have it on a file and use it. I think that's one of the teacher tips I actually give is hold on to what you've got so that you don't need to recreate like what I'm doing. BM, do you dream of becoming a UFC fighter? No, not at all. But I do look at these guys that get into martial arts at a young age, and it kind of I wish that I had that training when I was younger, because growing up in South Africa, you play sports, you just play sports, and then some kids go to karate. For some reason, karate was popular. Oh, there goes that light. Let's see if I can fix it. Oh no, I think that's a gift. Yes, no. Anyway, it's going to. There we go. Yeah, so we never really had like how martial arts was. Wrestling is very popular in the United States, but not in South Africa. Boxing, there are some boxing clubs, but it was never popular. And then, so if I have if I have kids one day, I would definitely encourage them to I would take them to learn a little bit more about martial arts and things that they can find useful. Because even though last year when I did some kickboxing, it felt so good being in control of your body and being able to move and understanding how to defend yourself a little bit better. No, stay away. Don't touch any wires. I bought myself a new mouse, and now it just wants to touch the light the whole time. So we need to do that. You just did what a good teacher deserves, and life is not only working all the time. Yeah, I know. Magdalena, thank you so much. I know that. It's just I feel sorry for future Eric. I've got a heart, I've got a conscience. So I need to think of him. Yassine, share it with me. Thanks in advance. Yeah, I think I put it in the comments. Did I copy and paste everyone? I don't remember. And hello, Eric. You know what as an ESL teacher I learned from you. I'm going to teach adult students this coming week. Can you give me some tips to get along with them? I'm a newbie in this field. And there are a couple of videos that I have told you guys I was going to make, and I haven't made them yet. Number one, probably how to teach younger learners and how to teach phonics. But one of the things I did actually do is how to teach adults. I made two videos. One is how to teach adults, and the other one is 10 activities for adults. So let me quickly. I think you need how to teach adults to give you the right mindset. And then if you want to learn, if you want some activities that you can do with, oh, come on, don't do that. How to teach adults. To me, no, it's there. I know it's up. There we go. Found it. Okay, so I think I'm going to share this with you. So watch this. It's 15 minutes long. It's me talking about how to teach adults. And then if you want some activities to use with adults, just look it on there. Please write your name in English. Eric does. I don't understand. So thank you, BM. Reminder, Eric doesn't understand many languages. That's true. Salma, good to see you. How are you? It's been a long time to watch your live stream because of my school time. So timing doesn't fit. Thank you so much for your effort. Salma, it's always a pleasure to see you. I see you changed your profile. It looks lovely. Afsana, hello. I'm from Saudi Arabia. Hi. Mohammed, hopefully you're doing great. Any communicative activities to teach present simple to beginners? Yeah, actually, well, just go through some of my activities. With a simple present, you're going to want to focus on things they do every day, right? So it's like everyday activities that they do. I think I've got a lot of activities for things like that. What I would like to do is so this for the next for this semester for the next 4 months. My one sole goal is to create the 30 lesson plans, and so I want to make a lesson plan on everything. 30 lesson plans with grammar activities, and I think in one of them I was working on it. I'm also doing, I've got another thing that I'm doing too, but I'll tell you guys about it later, or you'll find out. Yeah, so you're going to work with daily routines. And what do I have here with daily routines? I've actually got some resources here that are really fun for present for the present simple. So you want to do daily routines, maybe. So I've got some cards where you've got different people and they've got different routines at what they do. What did I write here? Oh no, I didn't write down the activities yet. I've got so many things here. Yeah, some worksheets help too, some activities. I had so many activities before. I can't think of them now, but it's mostly to do with daily activities. So for example, you put the students into groups and you tell them to write down so put the students in pairs, like in groups of 4. One student sits out and the other 3 students have to think of 3 things they do every day. So in the morning they swim with sharks. In the afternoon they practice football with Ronaldo, and at night they study for their theater play. And then that student, oh no, that's a bit advanced. Anyway, do some things with daily routines. I've got some other activities. I can't think of them now. But something with daily routines, I think, would be useful. Mario, okay. Olga, good to see you. It's my Aunt Olga. She's also a teacher, way better than me. I'm sure she'll have a lot of advice for you guys too. Monis are very nice people. Visit Oman. BM, are you from Oman? Where are you from, BM? I don't think you haven't told me where you're from. I think you might be from Oman then. Salme, hi from Iran. Paul, good to see you. I'm so happy to see that your live stream's coming back, guys. Go and check out Paul's channel. You can help you a lot with your grammar. Bibliophile, what should I answer in an interview that why I chose English? Okay, so, well, be honest, So, or why did you choose English? To study English or to teach English? So be honest. You can talk about the external and the internal. So externally, what are the or what do you learn from it? It's easier to communicate with more people. It allows you to travel. It allows you to read books that you and to get information that you haven't been able to learn before. Helps you to communicate with most of the planet. And then internally, you can also say that you by improving your English, you've felt a sense of accomplishment and that you've learned a lot. So yeah, look at all these the value that you get from English. I'm sure you can quickly Google something like that too. Why it's good to learn English or something. Eric, how do you teach listening? Inkar, listening. Yeah, listening is important. So you pre-teach a lot too, and you can teach some of the important vocabulary. But one of my oldest videos that I've made has like a lot of listening games and activities, and it talks about that too. This is a very old video, so don't judge how young I look in this video, and some of the activities that you'll find in there. Yeah, there we go. Your accent is so good, Salma. Thank you so much. I don't know. I'm struggling tonight because I haven't spoken like this in a long time. Usually you get into the flow, but I'm struggling today. I think it's because I've been traveling and I just got back. I didn't get a chance to prepare well. So it's just me. Eric, you will never find good and polite people like Omanis. I believe you, BM. I think so too. Hello, teacher. I'm from Cambodia. Hi, Kyo. Good to see you. Carmen. Hello, Eric. Greetings from Lima, Peru. Carmen, if I ever go to South America, Peru is on there. Actually, I have met some Peruvians before in Korea, and I had a really nice time hanging out with them. So yeah, very interesting. But Lima is on there, but mostly because you are so nice, and I'd love to go there. Jemima, hi from Mexville. Martha from Mexico, maybe a typo. I was just thinking, a new country I don't know about. Spots on your arms. Which spots? I think I had a spot where I was, I've got moles. I think I was working out and I had where is it? Somewhere. No? Talking about the guns. Oh, it's here. Oh, that's just a bruise, I think. I was working out or something. No spots. But yeah, I'm feeling good. Guys, by the way, I'm going to cut my hair this week. I'm getting tired of it. It's going to be short again. You'll see it. I teach in South Korea. From Mexico. I was right, Jemima. I read that one. I'm going for an interview for an English teacher. Okay. Something to me. Bibliophile. Yeah, I think the thing that will come up a lot is how you teach and how you deal with students. So I think it's important that you tell them what type of activities you'll do with the students and the relationship you'll build with them, and that it's very important for them to engage and practice in class. So in your classes, you try to keep teacher talking time to a minimum. You will explain very well, but you'd like to do more hands-on activities where the students work together to practice speaking English, because one of the greatest struggles for students is for them to speak to each other. And then, but yeah, just give them an idea of how you're going to teach your students, and then also give some examples. And then they will also ask you some questions too. So, how will you teach us grammar? So instead of worrying too much about your knowledge on English or on teaching, focus more on the practical skills that you will bring to the classroom. I think that's very important. My question is, can I learn English by the lesson just and practice in this way to be a master? I believe so. I think so. There's a great story. There's this famous person in Korea. I don't know her name. I forgot her name, but I saw her talking on another. I would love to have her on the show, but she was on another YouTube channel and she was talking to someone. So Ibo Young, I think her name's Ibo Young. So she never left Korea, but she studied English in Korea on her own and with her Korean teachers. She never had a foreign teacher, like a native speaker. And she learned English on her own and with her Korean teachers, studying, watching shows, practicing. And she got really good at English. So good, in fact, that she started her own Korean English academy. And that actually became a franchise. And she became a very wealthy woman with all her academies across Korea teaching English when she never left the country. So, so yes, it is possible, I think. I believe. But I need to reach out to her. She's so interesting. Eric, do you miss your students? Well, it's interesting. I really miss my students from when I first started teaching. Uh, you know, it's tough. I've got a bad memory, but I still remember my students. So if it's weird, like a couple of months ago, I got a message from one of my first students. So when did I start teaching? I was 21 when I first started teaching. And I think he was 9 years old. And so obviously the difference between a 9-year-old and a 21-year-old is massive. It's like I was teaching him and he was so young and cute, very sweet. And, I left South Africa and I came to Korea and I started teaching. And, you teach students and you move on. You teach students and you move on. Sometimes you meet them again and they're like, Eric, do you remember my name? I'm like, I forget everything. I forget words. I forget who I am most of the time. And then they're so disappointed. But he sent me a message on Facebook. He also became a teacher. Now, that was 17 years ago. So now he is in his 20s, early 20s, and I'm who I am. By the way, my birthday is in 2 weeks. Who knew that? Only my mom, probably. And now you guys know. So he reached out to me and I remembered him. I was like, I remember you from class. So, and it wasn't that he had a big impact, but during that time when I was teaching these students full time, I remember them, because I saw them every day. And then when I came to Korea, you would just see students once a week. So it's more difficult. You just see your students once a week. You do one lesson. You don't see, you're not on campus with them where you see them playing outside or you do sports with them. So in South Africa, when I was teaching at a proper elementary school, primary school, your life was intertwined with these students. But now that I teach in Korea, where I only see my students in class once a week, it's difficult to remember them all, which is sad. But I think most teachers go through this, where they teach thousands of students, and yes, they do remember a few of them, but you've got to focus on the students that you have currently. It's a tough thing too. It's very sad. I don't know if you guys experience this, but I apologize. I shouldn't have eaten right before. I could have just not eaten anything tonight. That would have been better. But anyway, so I don't know if you guys experience this, but when you kind of graduate and you leave elementary school or you leave high school, and then there's that tradition where students come and visit. So let's say you graduate from in South Africa and England, primary school, you go to high school. Then you go back to your primary school the next year to see, to show them, I've grown up, I'm out of school, and you like to see your teachers and things. And then I remember I did that. I was in high school, and we were preparing for tests, and that's the time when you go back to the primary school and you meet your teachers and things. And I remember going back and walking between the classes, and the teachers were polite. They're like, "Hi, how are you doing?" But in most of them, they've already transitioned, and you could see in their eyes, they're like, "Oh, it's nice to see you, but I've got work to do. I've got new students to take care of. It's a new group. You've got to move on." And I will remember that lesson, that sometimes, as teachers, we have to allow our students to move on. and we've got to focus on what's going on now. Otherwise, it's just too much to keep. It's impossible to keep it all like that. Yeah. Anyway, short answer, yes, I miss my students, but it's different now that I only see my students once a week. You don't have that time to build those relationships. Eric, where can I book? Okay, Jamima, actually, the 1,000 Questions and Answers book, I've removed it from. I've removed all my books from my account on Amazon because I've created a new account the for Etiquette. So I'm going to re-release that book in the next couple of weeks. I just want the new account to work properly and for everything to be set up, and that's why another thing that I'm busy with. So once that's out, I'll definitely let you know. But Jamima, I do have a lot of the questions and answers. I actually, on my website, I've got it, but this website, it's so difficult. Where is it? English questions. Yeah, English questions. I'm going to share this with you, and it's got a link to a lot of questions. It's just the questions part. I don't know if it's got the answers. Does it have? Let's see. Does it have the answers about you? Let me see. No, it doesn't have the answers. It's only got the questions. I'm sorry, but it's there. I hope it helps. But I'll let you know once the books are out again in PDF. Sorry, I don't have it right now. Rise, good morning. Jackie, need some K and 1 activities. Actually, I think so. I did sight words, and I think with these sight words games, I think you'll find some fun ones. I've been thinking about this video on how to teach young learners. If I had nothing left to do, if I didn't have to create enough content, so what I basically have to do is I need to make a video every week. But if I only focus on that video, I don't have enough time to work on all the other 100 projects I've got going at the same time. But if I had nothing else that I had to do, I would just be focusing on doing the video, how to teach young learners. But I've been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. So hopefully I can get to it sometime. But then I'd be able to share some more activities and things that I really want. So I hope these activities, so I shared the sight word activities, I think some of them understand English and Quran. I haven't read the Quran, to tell you the truth, Mario. Oh, Korean. Sorry, I haven't read the Quran. Yes, Korean. I do understand some Korean. Petrovic, Tamara, you make all the difference to my Sunday afternoons. Thank you so much, Tamara. What a sweet thing to say. I think today I'm all over the place and I apologize. Difference okay, so I don't do grammar questions. My mind just cannot function right now. Thank you. I hope it helps, Anne. Hi there. Oh, Ramadan, right. I'm so proud that I did the Ramadan activity. I interviewed Hala, and I made a video on how we as teachers can support our students during Ramadan. I should actually see if that video is doing anything interesting. Good morning, Gloria. Do you have a video with daily routines? I'm sure I've got it somewhere. I just cannot think about it right now. I know 100% I do, but I cannot recall it. I'll think about it and I'll share it later. Songs and works in pairs. That's usually what I also do. I'm finally ready to stand up for a couple of hours. Excellent. But don't push yourself too hard, please. Paul, take it easy. Give yourself some time. Haiti, Jacqueline, good to see you again. Doing a mime game where the group has to guess the actions can be fun and extend vocabulary. 100%. Marta, nice to hear about the feedback. Right. Adam, nice to see you from Sudan. My knee is finally strong enough to stand. Okay, excellent. Yeah, good luck with your live stream. I'm sure that a lot of viewers have been waiting for you to get back. Faiza from Algeria. BM, I'm like the opposite of Samson. That's how I see myself. I always let my hair grow and my hair grow and my hair grow until I can't take it anymore. And then as soon as I cut my hair short, I feel more handsome, more energetic, and I just love life more. So I always wait as long as I can. I think, oh, I can, because I've got nice thick hair, comes from my mom's side of the family. But it just gets too much, and I'm just like, get it off, and then you'll see. If I cut my hair, you'll see I'm going to look so good. Letty from Sueta in Spain. Sif, teaching phonics. Letty suggests doing Jolly Phonics. Those are fantastic. I also like using those. Tunisia, Noel. Good to see you. Happy to see you, T. Writing activities. I think I shared some of those. What's fun is the dice game. That's another one I share, where you put different words on a die, especially some connectors, and then students have to roll the die, and then they've got to create sentences using those words and those connectors. So that's perhaps something you can do. Writing activities with young students, yeah, make it tangible for them. Let them work on things that they make it simple for them. So start with shorter sentences and go from there, especially if you give them something that they can write about, so if you show them some Pokemon. Look at this, so cute. So it's a wet wipe. It's got the Pokemon on there, but it's so the Pokemon have different names in Korean to English. Most languages do. This is Jigglypuff, but in Korean, I think it's like Puri something. This one is easy. This is Charmander, and it's Piety. But anyway, you show them things that they can write about, and you're like, okay, write about. You show them a Pokemon, and they write about it. Or you should also remember to just make it easier for them to so that you give them some words that they can write with. Please, ESL games. I think I've got some videos on ESL games one-on-one too. I've got a lot in there, Jemima. Peruvians will be so happy to have you. I would love to go. Liesel, haven't been catching your lives last few weeks. Glad you're looking well. Thank you, Liesel. It's good to see you as always. For some reason, I want to apologize that you missed all the great lives with all the other teachers, and now you get me back first live back, so I'm out of practice and I look all sloppy with my sleeping t-shirt, so I apologize. Hi from Turkey. Hi Bugra. Miftah from Indonesia. Excellent, thank you so much for coming. I was now sending my what? Oh, that's crazy, Letty. I can imagine that. Some of my students probably have kids of their own right now. Oh, I'm so behind. Salme, hi, happy birthday in advance. Thank you. I'm in an issue. When we work in teams or pairs, who will be the writer one, the strong or the weak student? So, we'll get frustrated. Yeah, well, they both need time to do it. They need turns to practice these skills. So yeah, you tell them, okay, well, do it together, and obviously the stronger writer can give some tips to the weaker writer, but say, okay, well, I want you to if they're doing a writing activity where they work together, give them, say, one person has to start and write the first 50 words, and the second has to write the second, or I would rather do it sentence by sentence, perhaps. I don't know. I don't know the situation or the activity, but it's important for both to participate and collaborate equally, so that's very important. I named my daughter after one of my students. What? Must be a special student. Jackie, would you like to tell us the name, or do you want to keep it to yourself? But congratulations with your daughter. I hope I wish her all the health and happiness in the future. To participate in Live Gift, because that's okay, BM. You just being here and commenting nice things makes my day. I'll tell it all. Eric's birthday is 18 March. Let's celebrate together. He misses his mum's South African milk tart. I do. So milk tarts is a popular dessert in South Africa. And my grandmother could make probably the best milk tarts I've ever tasted. Every time I went to visit her, she would make some milk tarts. And my mom got that recipe. So my mom can make my grandmother's milk tarts. And I love it. It's fantastic. But there's like a supermarket in South Africa, a chain of supermarkets called, what is it called? It's called something. It's red and green. And I can't remember it right now. What is it called? Oh, okay. So there's a chain of supermarkets in South Africa, and they actually, I don't know, they leveled up since I've been in Korea. I went back. They've always had extra foods and desserts, but it is so tasty. So even their milk tarts are quality. And I traveled all around the country, and it's all on par. So the standard, the quality is fantastic of the foods they serve and the desserts. So now my mom doesn't need to make she doesn't need to make these milk tarts anymore. We just go to Spar. It's called Spar. It's a very difficult word to remember, but it's called Spar. So we just go to Spa and you buy it there, and it's so good. That's why I'm a bit nervous to go back to South Africa because of Spa, because I gained 10 kilograms the last time I was there. So now I'm like, okay, Eric, if you, I'm planning on going back to South Africa maybe next year or end of this, maybe next year winter. We'll see. But I'm going to have to be more cautious about what I eat when I get there. Jackie says, yes. Inkar, can you share your favorite games? Which I'm going to, Inkar, I'm going to share the 4-hour video with 300 activities. And I think it's going to be a lot of time, but it's going to have 300 activities that you can use in class. They're all going to be unique and very easy to set up. So I'm going to make that video once. So first I'm going to make this video with the memory activities that I think will do really well. And I'm going to include it in the 300 video compilation, 300 activity video compilation. And I think that's going to be one of my biggest videos probably. Will I still be able? Yes. Once you've bought a book, you have access to it, especially if it's the ebook version. So if once you buy a book, it's always on there for you. Let's see, Tamima. Oh dear, this header is an English teacher. Thank you. I have a greeting. I have to leave now. Okay, Gabrielle, thank you so much for joining. Paul, my best. I'm from Ethiopia. Difficult, and yeah, it's difficult. Yes, Bonnie Esther, 100%. Hi, Sildew. Happy to join you. Hope you're well. I'm late to the party. Costa, you're always welcome whenever you join. Caitlin. Oh, that's a lovely name. Caitlin. Yeah, it's a pretty name. It's so interesting. I think picking names, it's difficult because you try and avoid, you want a nice name, but then you don't want a name of someone that you don't like. So if you found a student that's just a sweetheart and you just like them, you're like, yes, I want this in my life. Go for Caitlin. I think that's a really pretty name. To teach parts of Bibliophile. I'm going to make that with teaching all these things. I just need the time to create that curriculum and those lesson plans. And I think I'm going to have to wait a couple of months. I think I need a month just to get back to that. Aja, good to see you. Good morning. I miss your energy from your live streams. It's so good. Costa, you remember it's Pa. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing well. It's a big mistake I see these days. Like, I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing well. I did so good in class. Remember, when it's an action, it's well. If it's something that you do, it's good. Okay. Yes, I hope you're doing well. Najma, what's the difference in dealing with indisciplined college students and school students? Yeah, it's much different. I mean, in college, they just want to get through class, and they can self-regulate, and they're always tired, and they just want to learn and they want to continue. But with younger students, they're dealing with hormones. They're growing up. They're still learning. They're not. It's more about classroom management with them. But with students, it's just like, okay, well, this is the work. Make sure you do the work. You don't have ill discipline with college students. I feel like I've probably had to speak up and talk to the students once. It was two boys that they kept on talking during class. So I think that's probably the only time in how many years I've been teaching at the university that I've actually had to talk about it. So way different. Yay, go visit. Happy early birthday. Thank you. Thank you. Fatih, hi from Algeria. Living in Korea was like a dream to me. I want to mention something in Korea. I guess it's easier to teach small moment groups, while in other countries like mine, like all around the country, it makes the mission harder. Yeah, way different. If you've got small groups that you can control. But yeah, it depends on how the students are, how it's structured, and the classroom, the environment they're in. Well, everybody's asking me about these specific activities. It's like, wow. In the past, it was just like, "Hey, Eric, I need speaking activities. I need, I need listening, writing activities." Now it's like, "Well, Eric, I need this specific activity." And the strange thing is, I know and I really want to just make the course dealing with these, because I remembered, I remember that in the past I was always looking for activities for specific grammar points I was teaching. So I would look it up and be like, oh, I don't know what to do. So I promise I will get to these specific activities once I can do it, probably in a month. I need to first prepare for my classes and also get videos out for the channel. Then I can get back to it. You've become handsome. Thank you, Em. I don't know. I think I'm losing it. The 250, it's not working on your web page, really? Okay, so the products, you're supposed to be able to buy the flashcards. Let me share it again. So it's like $4. You print it out. So once you pay, you'll get sent the PDF, and you've got to print it out and make them yourself. But at least it's made. A unique. Thank you so much. I'm good. Thank you for asking. I've thoroughly enjoyed being. Yeah, it was fantastic. Such a good experience. I feel like I want to do like a review on everything that happened, because we finished the live stream, and then last week we had another live stream with Marta, and then now this is the first one I'm doing 2 weeks after the live streaming event. So I'd like to have a time just to sit back and look at what we've done. I've taken so much benefit. Thank you so much. I'm so happy. Everyone, I want to thank you personally. Today was a really tough day. I just got here. I was traveling the whole time, and I feel like I've just been mumbling and bumbling for an hour straight. So I want to say that I really appreciate you being here, sitting through me just carrying on. I hope that I'm better prepared next week to give you some advice or activities that you're looking for. Next week I'll rest, and I'll do my best to to chat again. I'm getting back into the live streams. Feels like the year's only starting now, and I've got this massive mountain of work ahead of me. And I'm just pushing this boulder up the mountain, and I can never stop. And I feel like today I was pushing this boulder up the hill, and I just sat down and didn't do anything, and it pushed me down. So yeah, from tomorrow I'll get back up and I'll start pushing that boulder again. So everyone, have a lovely week. I see everyone saying bye now. Bonnie Esther, thank you. Mario, Marwa. Okay, sounds funny, but Marwa. Okay, everyone, have a lovely week, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.